Kevin Harvick and RCR for a great job last night, holding on to that victory and getting for the team. I just thought it was pretty cool. Here are the results from last night. Again, Kevin Harvick is your winner. Casey Kane, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Burton, Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards, man, he just hung on up in the front there. Kurt Busch had some trouble towards the end. Got a 7th. Reed Sorensen, congratulations to him in that Red Bull car. Mike Bliss in the TRG. And that was a pretty good run there in the 71. And also Scott Speed getting a top 10 here. Very interesting results coming out of this race. Also, points change up a little bit. Kevin Harvick is your points leader. Jeff Gordon now to 2nd. Jimmy Johnson down to 3rd. Kurt Busch is 4th. Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch back to 6th. Matt Kenseth 7th. Jeff Burton 8th. Tony Stewart 9th after his troubles last night. He had a good run going, and then it all fell apart. Greg Biffle 10th. He was caught up in that. Dale Jr. up in the chase for the championship as it sits right now. He has 507 points back in the 11th position, and Carl Edwards hanging on there to the 12th position, even though he had a top 10. The Fords are struggling. They're in trouble. They need to get going here. They need to get some wins. And if you look at these guys who are on the grid, that's all they're talking about. They're just trying to go for these wins right now. And here's Kevin Harvick talking about exactly that. They're in the position now with the points lead to go after wins, and that's what he's talking about right here in the press conference after the race.
That's all we have talked about for the last 2 or 3 weeks is just what do we got to do to win more races before the chase starts. And we had this conversation Friday night sitting in the holler. We had this conversation Wednesday afternoon at the shop. So, I mean, it's just something that for the 29 team, it's just something that we've talked about for 2 or 3 weeks. And to be able to come out and capitalize on it tonight is what we have to do.
And they did. And congratulations to him. Gets his 2nd win. Now, he still, if the chase was the seeds were to start today and the chase for the championship was next weekend, we'd be talking about him dropping down in points. Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin, and then it would probably be Kevin Harvick. Then I think it goes Kurt Busch and then Kyle Busch is how they would be in the chase for the championship. Here's RCR talking about his great weekend that he has had so far. Man, what a spectacular weekend with the number 3 out on it and getting the win, and then Kevin Harvick winning last night under the lights at Daytona.
Last night was a special deal put together through JR Motorsports and Kelly, and my involvement was being with the 3 and being in there and going and meeting with them and talking and putting that deal together was special. And to see him win the race was real special to see the 3 on the board, and it brought back a lot of memories, not only to me but to all the race fans. And I had all kind of texts and messages and everything for people how proud they were to see it back out there racing. And then comparing Kevin, you just watch how he runs these speedway races. He has that knack of knowing how to race on these speedway races. Proud of it.
Should be, man. Great job, no doubt.